think what you're telling me is you want to be my interpreter. Is that what you're saying?
I have just about had it with you, Mr. Rage.
Good. Then dismiss this stupid case and send me home.
Bailiff, I want to appoint you Mr. Rhode Rage's interpreter. And I instruct you, if he steps out of line again, you take him to lockup.
Step out of line? I don't see any line here. I admit that I've been waiting in line for my case to be heard, but how can I step out of line if I'm not in a line?
Oh, calm down. That's just a figure of speech. It means if you don't act politely, he'll throw you in jail.
Finally, something I can understand. Thank you. Now, what do I do?
Well, I think it might be a good idea to apologize to the judge.
I ain't apologizing to that blowhard. He wants me to speak with respect, and all he does is order me around and bitch at me.
Your Honor, Mr. Rage says that he apologizes for everything he's done so far. And, in anticipation of more misbehavior, he apologizes for that in advance.
Excuse me? What are you doing?
Just interpreting for you, Rhode. You know, these judges want you to kiss their ass. I'm just kissing his ass for you.
Better you than me. I'm not kissing his ass.
Well, that's why you need an interpreter. If you ever want to get out of here without again going to the slammer.
See, here you go, speaking legalese again. What the hell is the slammer? Is that big hammer up there?
No, it's the jail, the cooler, the slammer, the pen, the cell. You know, the place where they lock you up so you can't go home.
Oh, I don't want to go there. Please, don't screw up and let me go there.
Then let's work together so we can get you out of here.
What? I gotta work for this nut house before I can go home?
Your Honor, Mr. Rage says he's ready to proceed.
Mr. Rage, I need the answer to my first question to you. Do you want an attorney?
I already told you I don't trust those bastards. I just want to get out of here. And no, I'm not going to do any work for you before I leave.
Your Honor, I assume you want me to interpret that. Mr. Rhode respectfully declines your offer for an attorney, even if it is for free.
All right. Mr. Rage, you're accused of speeding through the village of Crankerville. You're accused of driving your car 52 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. Do you understand the charges?
Rhode, he says you're accused of driving too fast through town. Do you understand?
I understand you just fine. It's him that I don't understand. Why does he have to be such a jerk?
Yes, Your Honor, he understands.
Then how do you plead to this charge?
Oh, do you want to admit to going too fast?
Well, what happens if I do?
Your Honor, Mr. Rage would like to know what the consequences would be for pleading guilty.
Mr. Rage, if you plead guilty to the charge, you will have to pay a fine of up to $500 and a state surcharge of up to $200. Plus, you may have some points charged to your license, assessed to your license, and if you have too many points on your license already, your license may be suspended. Do you understand?
Well, if you admit to driving 52 in a 35 mile an hour zone, you're going to have to pay money. Maybe even get your license suspended. What do you want me to do?
Well, I'm not going to admit that I was going 52 in a 35 if that's not what I was doing.
So what do you want me to tell the judge?
Tell him, hell no, I wasn't going 52 in a 35.
Your Honor, Mr. Rage says he pleads not guilty.
What the hell are you talking about? Plead. I'm not pleading. I'm no stinking baby. I'm just denying doing 52 and 35.
Calm down, Rhode. Pleading is an interpretation. Remember, these judges would want you to kiss their ass. I'm just kissing his ass for you.
Oh, okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Rage confirms that he pleads not guilty.
Hell no. I've been driving through this town for 30 years, and I've never gone through that village at less than 65.
Your Honor, Mr. Rage confirms that he pleads not guilty.
Very well. We will set a trial date Tuesday, 1 month from tomorrow. The Sheriff's Department will be here to prosecute the case. Mr. Rage, do you want an information and supporting deposition from the deputy?
What?
He says, do you want a written statement by the deputy that explains everything that went on that day and all of his accusations?
Hell yes. Will you interpret that for me too? I'm sure that's going to be in that legalese language too.
Yeah, that's right. Just play along with me for a while. Believe me, that's the only way you're going to get out of here.
Very well. The information and the deposition will be mailed to you, Mr. Rage. Is this address on your license correct? Do you still live there?
Live there? I've never lived there. That's just the address of the guy whose identity I stole when I swam the Rio Grande. I live in my vehicle, man.
No, Your Honor. That address is incorrect. You can forward the papers to me. I'll deliver them to Mr. Rage if you don't mind. Where do you park your vehicle to go to sleep?
You don't want to know. I'll come see you next week and get the papers.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll forward the papers to Mr. Rage. Thank you so very much.
Catch us next time when we continue this case of Wetback Rhode Rhaj versus the County of Cranker. That is, if Mr. Rhode Rhaj is still in the state and wants to keep the false license he already has. If you think this case exhibits injustice, it is your responsibility to support constitutional law and maintaining legal justice in our American courts. If we do not stand up against the judicial activism exhibited in the courts by liberal judges, by electing conservative leaders who will appoint conservative constitutional judges to our courts, you will have only yourself to blame. Let's clean up the banana peels of the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, here called the Nine Circle Court of Appeals, and every other court with activist judges across the land.